All right, dogs. It's Tay-Law back in the lab. I mentioned a few videos ago that I found a golf coach, professional teaching instructor. I had my first lesson with him this past Thursday, and he confirmed some things I already knew that was going on in my swing. And it's these abysmal, sleeping, disgusting hips, which are essentially they're just inactive. And in the back of my mind, all these times, all these days, thinking about these hips is Ben Hogan's quote, which I would butcher right now if I even tried to say it, but it's along the lines of the swing starts with the ground, the feet, the hips, the legs, and once you start to grasp that, you some light bulbs start going off in your head. And so in this lesson, talked about posture, takeaway, but really it's pushing this lead hip, my left hip, instead of my knee buckling in, this just weak ass takeaway position maybe I had. We're gonna focus on this knee going over my toe instead, and maybe a little bit of leeway going in, but we're gonna get into a takeaway, super sturdy back leg, and we're just gonna keep that here. And I gotta get this thing freaking extended at impact. That's my only swing thought right now. With a brain that has, at any given point in time, half a dozen to a dozen swing thoughts going on it, I am thinking about one thing right now, and it's pushing this hip back, back. And it is the one thing I'm thinking about. And so it's so crazy because the reps, the practice, I'm not even going to hit any balls today. Practice reps I'm doing is this drill that we've all seen. It's on every other YouTube tip video, but I never really gave it a fair shake. And it's this. And if you just start pushing your hip back, your upper body is forced to turn. And it's so crazy. Like I'm going to show you. I have my mirror here. I'm getting up into my backswing and I just sit here and I just try to feel what it's like to push this hip back. But as you can see, me clearing these hips just naturally brings my upper body, starts pulling it down, starts shallowing the club. So point of the video, or this part of the video, is it's okay to practice your golf swing without a club, without a ball. I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to get dozens of these reps in every day. And I'm getting into this proper, look how much more space is in between my legs here. And all I'm doing right now is thinking about pushing my back hip back and straight. And then I'm trying to get that proper sequencing. So I have a mirror right here. This is kind of the reps I'm doing is mirror rep with the body, and then I'll hit a ball. I have no idea if that angle, which is supposed to catch me repping that in the mirror, is going to look good. I have no idea. But again, to reiterate, we're not even going to hit any balls tonight. I am going to hit balls tonight, but I'm not going to hit any for the video. But we are just trying to rewire an entirely different lower body function. And I'm excited about it. All right, dogs. Short sign off in the contemplation cart here. We were working. That's part from doing work in the lab and part from the Zins. I start sweating like a monster when I'm on the Zins. But you know, I went to this teaching professional last week, and he pointed out several things I knew I wasn't doing right. But there's something about committing to the lessons and having an authority tell you to do it. And by the time I get back to him for my second lesson out of a 5 lesson package, like I want to hold myself accountable in getting the hip activity right that we worked on. And it just became so clear to me the way he was putting his hands on my body, pulling my hip, and that is just invaluable. I mean, you can watch all the videos like I had been doing, and you know you have to have better hips, but you get to a professional, he's yanking on your body in ways that, you know, you wouldn't normally do unless you had a major uh, external feedback, like a human pulling on you to like give you that feel. And now I just have this like, okay, I gotta prove to him that I can do this. So um, I'm just pro going to get the lessons, working with a teaching professional. Um, it may just start to make things click faster for you and expedite your progress with the golf in your golf game.